Most people spend their whole lives trying to be liked. The Stoics spent theirs becoming worth knowing, and that one difference changes everything. When you're trying to be liked, you shrink. You agree when you don't agree. You over-explain, you seek approval, you hand your worth to whoever's in front of you, and people feel it. They sense the neediness, and quietly, they respect you less. But when you stop trying to be liked and start becoming someone worth knowing, the whole dynamic reverses. You stop chasing, and people start being drawn to you. Real attractiveness was never about your face. It's about your character made visible, the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you hold your ground when everyone else folds. And that character is built in your daily habits. In the next 20 minutes, I'll give you 10 daily habits, drawn from Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, that make you calm, grounded, and quietly magnetic in every room you enter. Let's begin. Here's the trap almost everyone falls into. They treat being liked as the goal, and they'll bend themselves into any shape to get it. But approval, bought by shrinking yourself, is worthless, and everyone can feel that it was bought. The Stoics understood that real presence comes from the opposite direction. You don't become magnetic by trying to please people. You become magnetic by becoming someone solid, self-possessed, and unbothered by the need for their approval in the first place. Marcus Aurelius didn't manage his image. Epictetus didn't chase being liked. They built themselves and let the respect follow. That's the secret, hiding in every habit that follows. None of them is about impressing anyone. Each one builds your character, and the attractiveness is simply what a strong character looks like from the outside. Let's start with the one that changes every conversation you have. The first habit instantly sets you apart. Talk less and truly listen. Most people don't listen. They wait for their turn to speak. They fill silences, interrupt, steer every conversation back to themselves. Epictetus advised speaking little, and only when it mattered, and reminded us we were given 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. The person who listens well is doing something almost no one does anymore, and people feel it immediately. They feel seen. Here's why it's magnetic. When you give someone your genuine attention instead of waiting to talk, you become the rare person who makes others feel important, and people are drawn to whoever makes them feel that way. At the same time, saying less gives your words weight. The one who speaks rarely, but with meaning, commands more attention than the one who never stops. So in your next conversation, listen more than you speak. Ask and actually hear the answer. Let silences breathe instead of rushing to fill them. You'll become the most memorable person in the room by talking the least. And the next habit is what people notice when things go wrong. The second habit reveals your strength in the exact moment others lose theirs. Stay composed when everything goes wrong. Anyone can be calm when life is easy. The magnetic person is calm when the pressure hits, when the plan falls apart, when someone tries to provoke them, when everyone else is panicking. Marcus Aurelius trained himself to meet chaos without being shaken, to keep his inner calm no matter what the day threw at him. That composure is rare, and it is powerful because it signals a person in command of themselves. People are drawn to calm the way they're drawn to shelter in a storm. When you're the steady one, the person who doesn't flinch, doesn't spiral, doesn't lose their head, others instinctively look to you, trust you, and want to be near you. Nothing is more attractive than a person who cannot be rattled. Practice it in the small moments, the traffic, the setback, the annoyance. Feel the reaction rising and choose stillness instead. Every time you stay calm when you could have cracked, you become someone people can lean on. And the next habit makes you someone they can trust. The third habit builds the rarest quality of all. Become someone whose word actually means something. We live in a world of people who cancel, flake, and say things they don't mean. So when you become the person who does what they say, who shows up, who follows through, whose promise is as good as done, you stand out enormously. The Stoics prized integrity above almost everything. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself simply to be a good man rather than talk about being one. Your reliability is your character in action. This is deeply attractive because trust is the foundation of every real connection. People are magnetically drawn to someone they can count on because such people are so rare. A person of their word carries a weight, a seriousness that no amount of charm can fake. You become worth knowing, not because you said so, but because you proved it again and again. So, make your word mean something. Only promise what you'll do, then do it without fail. Become known as someone who follows through. That reputation will make you more respected than 1,000 clever words. And the next habit protects your worth from being taken for granted. The fourth habit commands respect without a single raised voice. Know your limits and hold them calmly. The person who can't say no, who lets others walk over them, who abandons their own needs to keep the peace, quietly loses everyone's respect, including their own. The Stoics understood that you are responsible for guarding your own life and time. Seneca warned against letting others steal the hours that were yours. A boundary, held calmly, tells the world exactly how you expect to be treated. Boundaries are magnetic because they signal self-respect, and people treat you at the level of respect you show yourself. When you can say a clear, calm no, without guilt, without a long apology, you become someone who can't be taken for granted. And, paradoxically, people are drawn to those they can't push around because that strength feels safe and solid to be near. So hold your ground. Say no when you mean no. Protect your time and your standards without drama. You don't need to be harsh, just firm. The calm strength of someone with boundaries is one of the most attractive things there is. And the next habit is the root of all of it. The fifth habit is the one everything else depends on. Stop needing other people to approve of you. This is the deep root of neediness, the constant, quiet hunger for validation that makes a person seem small, unsure, and easy to control. Epictetus taught that other people's opinions of you are simply not in your control and not your business. The moment you stop organizing your life around being approved of, you stand taller, breathe easier, and carry a self-possession that people can feel across a room. Here is the paradox that runs the whole social world. The more you need approval, the less you get it, and the less you need it, the more it comes. People are drawn to those who don't seem to need them because that independence signals strength and abundance. The person who is fine with or without your approval is the person everyone wants approval from. So let go of the need to be liked by everyone. Do what you believe is right. Let some people disapprove. The freedom of not needing their validation is not just peaceful, it's magnetic. And the next habit turns that freedom outward, toward the people in front of you. The sixth habit makes you unforgettable. When you're with someone, be fully there. We live half distracted, glancing at phones, half listening, minds somewhere else, even in the middle of a conversation. The Stoics practiced being fully present to the moment in front of them. Marcus Aurelius urged himself to give his complete attention to whatever he was doing. In a world of divided attention, undivided attention has become the rarest gift you can give, and people never forget who gives it to them. This is magnetic because presence makes people feel valued in a way almost nothing else does. When you put the phone away, hold eye contact and give someone the feeling that in this moment, they are the only thing that matters. You become the person they remember, the person they want more of. Your attention, fully given, is a kind of quiet charisma. So when you're with someone, be with them. Phone away, mind here. Listen with your whole focus. It costs you nothing and it makes you magnetic. And the next habit is what people read before you even speak. The seventh habit speaks before your mouth does. Carry yourself with calm, grounded composure. Long before you say a word, people read your body, your posture, your pace, the stillness or restlessness in you. The anxious person fidgets, rushes, shrinks. The self-possessed person stands tall, moves slowly, takes up their space without apology. The Stoics understood that inner calm shows itself in outer stillness. A settled mind produces a settled body, and a settled body signals strength. This matters because people trust and are drawn to those who seem grounded. Slow, deliberate movement reads as confidence. Good posture reads as self-respect. Stillness reads as control. You can say all the right things, but if your body is anxious and small, it undoes them. And if your body is calm and grounded, it can make even simple words land with weight. So stand tall, slow down, hold stillness instead of fidgeting. Move like someone who is in no rush and afraid of nothing. Your body will announce your composure before you say a single word. And the next habit removes the neediness that undoes all of it. The 8th habit makes you someone who can't be bought. Stop being ruled by what you want. Neediness is the great repellent. The person who is desperate for attention, for approval, for the next thing they crave, pushes others away without realizing it. The Stoics taught that freedom is not getting everything you desire, but mastering the desire itself. Epictetus held that the man who controls his own wants is the only truly free man, and free men are magnetic, precisely because they don't cling. Here's the psychology. People are drawn to those who don't need them. When you're not desperate for their approval, their attention, their validation, you carry an abundance that draws people in. The one who can walk away, who isn't grasping, who is complete on their own, becomes the one everyone wants closer. Non-neediness is one of the most attractive qualities a human being can have. So master your wants. Don't chase, don't cling. Build a life full enough that you don't need any single person or thing to complete you. The person who needs nothing is the person everyone is drawn to. And the next habit gives you the depth that makes all of this real. The 9th habit gives you a gravity others can feel. Have a mission bigger than being liked. The most magnetic people aren't focused on being magnetic at all. They're focused on something. They have a purpose, a direction, a work that matters to them. And that focus gives them a depth and intensity that people are drawn to. The Stoics lived for their duty, their philosophy, their idea of a life well lived, not for the crowd's opinion. Marcus Aurelius served a purpose larger than himself, and it gave his presence a weight no approval seeker could ever have. This is attractive because a person with a mission is a person who isn't waiting on you, and that makes them compelling. When your life is oriented around something meaningful, you stop being needy, stop chasing validation, and start radiating the quiet confidence of someone who knows where they're going. People are drawn to purpose the way they're drawn to a fire. So, build a life around something that matters to you. Have a direction, have work you care about. Let your purpose, not other people's opinions, be the center of your world. That depth will make you unforgettable. And the final habit is how you treat everyone along the way. The 10th habit is the mark of true strength. Treat every person, high or low, with the same calm respect. Weak people are cruel to those below them and desperate toward those above them. The strong treat everyone, the powerful and the powerless alike, with the same steady dignity. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself constantly to be patient, fair and kind with everyone he met, seeing them as fellow human beings rather than obstacles. This kindness isn't weakness, it's the calm generosity of someone who has nothing to prove. This is deeply magnetic because it reveals a person who is secure enough not to need to dominate or impress. When you're gracious to the waiter and the CEO alike, when you stay respectful even to those who can do nothing for you, people notice and they trust you completely. Real class, real character shows in how you treat the people who can't repay you. And nothing draws respect like a person who is strong and kind at once. So treat everyone with calm dignity. Be kind from strength, not from weakness. Let your respect for others be steady and unbought. That combination, powerful and gracious, is the rarest and most attractive thing a person can be. 10 habits. 1 transformation. From someone trying to be liked into someone worth knowing. Speak less and listen more. Stay calm under pressure. Keep your word. Hold your boundaries. Stop seeking approval. Give people your full presence. Master your body language. Refuse to be needy. Live for a purpose beyond people, and treat everyone with calm dignity. Notice the thread. Not one of these is about impressing anyone. Every single one builds your character, and the magnetism is simply what strong character looks like from the outside. The Stoics never tried to be attractive. They tried to become worth knowing, and the respect followed on its own. That's the secret hiding in plain sight. You don't become magnetic by chasing people. You become magnetic by becoming someone people are naturally drawn to. You don't need all 10 at once. Pick the one that struck you most and practice it today. Then add another. Slowly, without ever trying to impress anyone, you'll become the person the whole room turns toward. Stop trying to be liked. Start becoming worth knowing. And watch how the world changes toward you. If this resonated, subscribe, and come back next time when we look at the Stoic habits that build unshakable confidence. Until then, build the character and let the magnetism follow.